Have you ever used the crossbow and wanted to make your own trick shots, but didn't want to put in all the time to take the actual shot? Well, with this mod, you don't have to put in the hours to get the perfect shot. You can get it every single time. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another mini mod showcase. Now, you might be thinking, what did I do to get that to work so well? And you might be able to tell from all the errors that we got. It's a simple mod you can download and then just enable this command right here. And then you're good to go. Now you're going to notice a line that is going to show the trajectory of the crossbow bolt once it's fired. And the funny thing is, you can follow this all the way to where the bolt's going to be. So let me see if we can get a really long one here. Alright, so watch this. If you're fast enough, you can follow the bolt all the way from where it initially landed to where it's going to head. Now, unfortunately, the bolt's a little too fast, but don't worry because we have a camera. So as you can see, the bolt, as it travels, it pretty much eats the line, so you can see exactly where it's going and also where it's at. And it's pretty incredible, like, you could just follow it on its journey all the way until it finally hits something. So we can see there's the bolt. It's such a simple mod, and the way that the source engine pretty much calculates where this is going to go is super interesting, and I thought, you know what, I cannot pass up a video on this. Plus, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm bored, I just do crazy shit with the crossbow, like the 420 video I did with my friend Josh. Okay, that was an old one, but let's go ahead and see the basic premise of this. So, you want to get it toward the line pretty much intersects perfectly with the NPC. Once you get that, you'll get a guaranteed trick shot every time, and if you want to make it look like you're actually good, well, you could very simply just go into the console and then type this in and then just turn it off. And then, alright, well, that was a fail. Let's see if we can actually move it a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then it'll look like you're actually good. Now, I will say that this doesn't always work. For instance, sometimes when you do shoot, when it says it'll bounce, that time it did. But sometimes what it'll do is it'll stick to the wall even if it's supposed to bounce. I've had that happen a few times, and that can definitely pretty severely mess up your shot. Now, if you want to know where to put the NPC for the perfect shot, what I usually do is I'll kind of like do like a bit of a dry run. So like right here, I know that around this area, it definitely will hit. So then I'll spawn an NPC, obviously Odessa, and then we'll try to recreate, there we go. Okay, and then once you get it just about right, that was an absolute fail. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, so interestingly, the bolt is going a bit below. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so you do have to fiddle with it a bit, but it is so much easier than just blindly trying to shoot the bolt until it eventually hits the target. Now, the reason why I picked GM Fork for this is because I really wanted to test a map with a bunch of walls and surfaces so that we can really bounce some of these bolts off of. And I've seen some pretty incredible stuff, like for instance right here. If you can get this just right. Okay. You guys might think I'm crazy for this, but I'm gonna try this. Oh, and by the way, guys, check this out. The line that you're projecting from your weapon is even visible through cameras. So if you want to get a better bird's eye view, like right there, we actually had it. So now we know that if we put Odessa pretty much right there, we should be able to get the shot. Alright, it took me a minute. I did have to move to a different building, but this should be good enough. Let's see. So, it looks pretty close. Almost. Alright, if we just move it. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? In fact, check this out. You can even tell when you're right on him, because it'll even say like NPC citizen. So, we're gonna shoot. And, oh, we got it! To show you just how far that was, he was all the way right there, so that's pretty awesome, and that's just a small taste of what you can do with this weapon. Now, of course, some people might argue that this is cheating, but if you just want to make a cool clip to show your friends, or if you just want to see the crazy goofy physics of Source, this is an easy way to get into it. I mean, obviously, the people that do put in the amount of work to get these crazy shots, they're still going to be able to do what they want to do. This is just going to make it easier for other people to do similar things. So this is pretty cool. We can even see the bolts travel. Okay, that would be a crazy shot. I don't know if I can make this one. All right, we got it kind of lined up. I think it's a little crooked. Alright, so that's interesting. As you guys can see right there, even though the crossbow has the said trajectory, you're going to notice that it won't always make it. So I mean, obviously the tool is not perfect, but it's still a hell of a lot better than trying to do these things by yourself, unless you have, like, a lot of free time. But I would love to know your guys' thoughts on this. What do you think about trick shots, and do you ever see yourself doing them when you're bored in Garry's mod? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. As always though, you can leave a like, subscribe, links will be in the description. And until next time guys, thanks for watching, and farewell.